4 men indicted in a San Bernardino County corruption case are wearing these electronic ankle bracelets, which will alert authorities if they leave Southern California. These GPS monitoring devices are from the San Francisco-based company called Leaders in Community Alternatives, or LCA, which has an office in Riverside.
GPS device that will track someone's location 24/7. And they're allowed to go to certain places. They have inclusion and exclusion zones.
LCA was started by Linda Connolly 20 years ago, offering electronic monitoring, home detention, as well as drug and alcohol detection devices throughout California.
Probably equipment electronic monitoring came about in the mid-'80s, early to mid-'80s, and it was very cumbersome and it didn't work so well. And Big Brother, it was very hard to get courts interested because they thought, it's terrible. And well, one group's saying you got to lock everybody up. The other group is saying, it's too Big Brother and it's not fair to people to follow them around. And it's been fascinating. And the field has never really grown. I have to tell you, less than 3% of the criminal justice population around the country is on any electronic technology.
The company has partnerships with courts and probation departments throughout the state. Clients who are the offenders will pay for LCA's services by choosing monitoring over prison or jail time.
I had to have it on during the shower, everything like that. It wasn't bad. The first couple weeks were a little difficult, like while sleeping, like you'd have this clunky little thing kind of like rubbing against your ankles. Other than that, it wasn't bad.
And for 28-year-old Aaron Marcelino, wearing a monitor around his ankle, staying at home several check-ins a week were better than the possible 15 years he faced in prison. He was charged with criminal threats, false imprisonment, and kidnapping, all felonies, along with a misdemeanor charge of domestic violence.
I kept it in my head that I would be going back to jail, and I didn't want to do that.
The company is currently monitoring 185 people throughout the inland region with any of these 3 devices. An estimated 10% are felony offenders, the rest committed misdemeanor offenses. 27 individuals are wearing the same GPS devices as the 4 in the San Bernardino County corruption case.
If there is a deviation from that approved schedule, then we would investigate it. We get that information right away, we investigate it, and we write a report for the court. And usually it's the next day notification, depending on the case. They're recognizing that it's more cost-effective for them to contract with us where we don't charge them anything. And so there's no cost to them, the clients pay for it. It's a win-win situation, especially today with the budget problems.
Connolly says she hopes a Monday U.S. Supreme Court order for California to cut more than 30,000 inmates from its prison population will mean growth for the monitoring business.
I think there's going to have to be growth. We don't really have an option. And so I'd rather have a decision being made because the courts say, yes, this is a great product and this is what we want to do. The fact that the financial situation is so dire, I think, is going to enhance the use of this, and then everyone's going to realize how valuable these are.
In Riverside, Julianne Nahn, The Press Enterprise.